when I came back, and you were here, I mean, when I came back from college, there was a large Aginner group, right? And it was very much, the paradigm has shifted. And this is what I tell people when I talk to, for those of us who are now old like me, have been around a long time, when I came back from college, the discussion was, will we grow? Now the discussion is, how will we grow? And that's a difference that is very significant, because there was periods of time in this community where there were people who had a lot of say and a lot of control that were like very happy with the Sleepy Fishing Village. Very happy.
Openly so.
Very happy.
I had people telling me,
my gosh,
that, like they live here because it is a sleepy fishing village.
Yeah.
And the words don't even want to come out of my mouth.
I know. Me either.
I can still be sleepy and fish down in the village, and we can grow.
Right.
You can have it if you plan, and that's really what was happening. We also had a crisis in confidence in our public officials. Not all to do with everyone who was currently on council at that time. This is again before you were on council, but there was a big bond election that had been passed that everybody was excited about on the main thoroughfares that money was never used or
the 86 bond issue, man.
And it really didn't change until you got on council, I believe, and we had some others as well. Lloyd Neal was there, and a few others. It was after the Mary Rhodes era, and made that good. We went back and finished that 1986 bond.
And you have
project.
a great memory, because you have a great memory. I mean, I know that because I lived it.
Right.
But for someone who hadn't lived it, other than you've lived it, I get it. But that's a great memory, because you're exactly right. No, I mean, you're right. In 1986, they passed a bond issue, and those projects didn't get complete for reasons that I'm not throwing under the bus of those councils. There were financial issues. The economy went to heck.
They just didn't really tell anybody.
Right.
That was their problem. It wasn't that there weren't legitimate issues. The money, to my knowledge, was not all collected. Some of it may have been, but it wasn't, or maybe none of it. But they didn't say anything. So there was a big push. There was obviously money and effort spent to sell this bond project to the public, and then they didn't do anything. And we had Gateway 2000, which was a project before that to attempt to try to galvanize a plan around developing the bayfront, and it failed. We had another package of some sort which there was an effort to try to get more elements. It wasn't until we made good on that 86 bond that the voters came out and said, okay, we can trust it.
And you know what? You have a great memory, because that's exactly the way we saw it was, look, if we can fix the 86 bond issue, then we can start passing bonds to fix streets that we need to do that weren't done for 20 years. So did we do enough? Hard to say, but we had to crawl before we could walk. We had a lack of confidence in public officials, and you were 100% right. So the group of us who got on there, and it wasn't like we all got together and said, let's go, but we were all very, progressive in a sense. Progressive is not the same word that it was back then. You got to work. You
were very innovative, and you all got together for growth.
Pro-growth. Let's call it pro-growth, because progressive is not the term that I want to use anymore, and it's unfortunate because it was an okay term then. Now it's a different kind of term now.
Right.
So, and what we did was, when I ran for office, I said, look, if you're looking, I'm the pro-growth guy. If you're not looking for growth, you don't want to vote for me. But here's what I'm going to do. And we're going to go do these streets, and we're going to go start passing bonds and blah, blah, blah. And we're going to get things done. And fortunately, I got the opportunity to do that. And we did it. Did we do it perfectly? Are there flaws? No. But, some of the things that happened during those times were not only all those streets got fixed, but the causeway got built, the Packery Channel got dug, Waterburger Field got built, American Bank Center got done, the seawall got repaired, we had a brand new airport. We did the things that we felt as a city would help promote and spur development, and it has, and it has.
Infrastructure was stimulated.
And that was a group effort. That was Lloyd Neal and Mark Scott and Rex Kinnison and Brent Chesney and John Longoria and Bill Kelly and Melody Cooper and Henry Garrett and Jesse Noyola and Javier Colmenero, and people that we didn't always agree on how we were going to do it, but those councils were very pro-growth. I'm very proud to serve with those people, even though there was oh my gosh, we have major headbutts on how to do it, but at the end of the day, the dynamic had changed. It was, how are we going to do it, not will we do it? And I'm proud to be a part of that. And I think history will look back on that and say, hey man, those councils, they were very important, and I'm thrilled to be a part of. A few years ago, the Hooks invited us down for the anniversary of Waterburger Field, and it was so cool to be back with those people that I served with, that I consider friends, not close friends, but friends, and the bond that we shared was, hey, look, there's a lot of projects that have a lot of plaques with our names on them because we did a lot. And I'll tell you why. I remember talking to Bill Kelly about it. Hey man, we felt like we had this mandate, and we never knew how long the mandate was going to last. So we were like in overdrive. We were going project. Let's get it done because we've got the confidence of the voters. We've got this council, and we did. And I get excited about it now because it was fun to be a part of. It was fun to do.